My name is Cathal. I'm a cameraman. Basically, I started 20 years ago. I started doing documentaries. I was doing documentaries for many years, and then I always wanted to get into drama, and then I eventually started shooting drama about 6-7 years ago. So I've done 7 or 8 feature films, and I've done TV drama as well. So I've worked on one of my most recent projects was Peaky Blinders. I'm just about to go in shooting a new Roddy Doyle film with Paddy Brannock. I worked with Paddy before on Viva, which was a film shot in Cuba, and I've also worked on Handsome Devil. At the very beginning, I studied theatre and drama in Trinity, so I did that, and then after that I just wanted to shoot, have a camera in my hand and start shooting. So TG Carr was setting up, that was in 1997-98. TG Carr was starting up, and I went and I applied for a position of news cameraman. I'd never used a camera before, I'd no training, hadn't a clue how to do anything. So I basically, I went working for a company for 6 months, and I remember the first time I went out with a camera, I literally had to call the producer and ask where the record button was, because I didn't know. Now, I made so many mistakes, but it was a very fast learning experience. So it was really hands-on, like learning hands-on. I had absolutely no training whatsoever. I much prefer drama than documentary, but I think having done documentary, it really helps me in shooting drama. Documentary was fantastic because I travelled the world with different documentaries, with TG Carr, with RTE, BBC, that sort of thing, and that was a fantastic experience. But I kind of like the idea of actually creating something that you're filming something from scratch. You're deciding how it's lit, you're deciding the feel of it, and you're telling a story that way. Whereas documentary, you really are trying to not really create anything as much and film it as it is. I do think freelance is the best way. I mean, for me, I like being in one sense master of my own destiny. For me, the freelance world worked, and I really enjoyed going out on my own and kind of carving my own path as such. Look, you're filming me on a phone. When I went out starting, I had this big awkward thing over my shoulder and a camera here and a big heavy tripod, and that's like 20 times or 40 times the resolution of what I was shooting at. So like, I think technology is caught up, so everything is so much easier for everybody now. I don't know if that's easier for the person to go out and start filming things, or is it that everybody is filming all of the time? So I don't know which is easier. I think to get out shooting is very, very important. If you want to do camera, it's very important to get out shooting. And having said that, like, I regret possibly not going out on bigger shoots and seeing how other people do it. The only film sets I've been on are film sets I've been the DOP on, really. So I haven't seen how other people are doing it. So I think it's important to specialize, figure out what you want to do and go after that, because I think a lot of people are don't exactly know where they want to go at the start, and they're passed out by other people who know exactly what they want. So I think it's important to figure out what you want and then go for that. There's so much shooting happening now in comparison to when I was starting. To get onto a film set, I think, is relatively easy. But I think the most important thing for someone who wants to do camera is to go out and shoot stuff, whatever it might be. I mean, I think music videos are amazing because it doesn't matter if you make a mistake, you make loads of mistakes and it looks amazing. So I think like that sort of thing, go out and try and be creative, is really, really important.